Dyslexic Genius here. What we're going to talk about is an orthophonic horn and how does it work and how did it come about. Western Electric were recording rudimentary. So the early electrical recordings sounded harsh and they wanted to get more colored response, which means you want a lower and higher end of the recording. And they did this with telephone line transmission theory. It was a theory that they figured out. And by trial and error, Maxwell and Harris found out that a folded in horn, 9 feet long, would make the best sound. And then Victor, in the autumn of 25, jumped on the idea, and that's how the credenza and the orthophonic horns were designed. And what it did was it literally compressed the sound waves and then brought them back out. It's all folded in on itself. So let me show you what one looks like on the inside. This is a mock-up of an orthophonic horn here. And they had to be 9 feet long. That's what they figured out. And the sound comes out of here and here. So if we take it apart, that's what it looks like. And they did this by trial and error. So the sound comes in here, the motor board's here, and it comes down cast iron castings and it plugs into here. And this is the other side of it right there. And then it goes, you can see how this piece here, so it comes in here, compresses the sound waves, and then they come out back like that. So here's the other half of the horn that looks like that. It's very fascinating. You can't imagine that two people at Western Electric just trial and error like Edison, and they came up with this wonderful idea of how it worked. And Sousa records, like Sousa band records, really made a hit after that because you could really get the sound out of them. So we'll play a little Sousa here for a minute. I'm not going to close the lid. Yeah, I will, real quick. And you can hear it. Before this, phonographs didn't sound like that. And it's very interesting. And there's more on the Victrola page if you'd like to go there and research a little and everything. And the other thing is, how do I find all this stuff out? I get no money from the Antique Phonographs company, these guys. And they make a quarterly magazine that comes out, and this March issue had one on Berliners and how they're made and all this wonderful research they do on phonographs and other things. It's a fun magazine to have, and that's my tip for the day.